y'all, it's me, Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. It's spooky season. I'm a big fan of Halloween. I've worked at a haunted house in the past. The movie we're watching today is Stephen King's The Shining. I have read this book, actually. And you know what? I've seen the movie too. We're watching it together because I have so much to say. We'll get there when we get there. I have so much to say. So for those of you who don't know, this is set in Colorado, in the middle of smack in nowhere. Punch buggy. I'm trying to think of how like tense this would have felt watching this in a theater. This was made in 1980, by the way. I love Jack Nicholson.
I thought about it.
Oh my God. This is really just showing us like how deep in the depths of nowhere this place is. It's a really long intro, but I think it's smart. Those cars are so colorful. Can we talk about how cars are so boring? Every car's white. And listen, I drive a white car. It's not my wanting. Every car looks the same. I was promised 4K. Wise. Ah!
Come on in, Jack.
I love the look of this like so 80s office. The color of the walls just even, like, it's so good.
Mom, do you really want to go and live in that hotel for the winter?
What?
Do you really want to go and live in that hotel for the winter?
What did he say? This kid has his mouth full. Do you really want to go and live in that hotel for the winter?
It'll be lots of fun. What about Tony?
I don't want to go there, Mrs. Torrance.
Tony, I don't remember. In the book, it's been like, how old am I? 7 or 8 years since I read the book. But I remember the big things.
Jack is going to take care of the overlook for us this winter. Jack is a school teacher.
Formerly a school teacher. I'm a writer.
Gets an average of 20 feet of snow during the winter, and there's no way to make it economically feasible to keep it clear.
That's wild. So basically, I don't know how much I'm gonna have to cut out of what he just said. They close for the winter because the roads are too hard to maintain. That's really important for later on. That's a Chekhov's gun. Hey, I was just talking to someone the other day about Chekhov's gun. The idea that everything in a story is important. Anything that you introduce in the beginning has to have meaning at some point later on in the story. The reason why it's called Chekhov's gun is because he says something along the lines of like, if there's a pistol on the wall in Act 1, it better have gone off in Act 2. I'm teaching you today.
I don't suppose they told you anything in Denver about the tragedy we had up here during the winter of 1970?
Of course.
Charles Grady, he must have suffered some kind of a complete mental breakdown. He killed his family with an axe.
Tony, do you think that'll get...
Look at his shoes. Those are back in style now. That whole outfit is sort of like back in style now.
He's gonna phone Wendy up in a few minutes to tell her.
Okay, so that's a little spooky. You could tell by the music in the background. His little friend, his little imaginary friend, might not be what he seems.
Sounds like you got the job.
Tony, why don't you want to go to a hotel? I don't know. And Tony, tell me.
Oh, iconic. There are a lot of things that they added to this movie that don't happen in the book. Oh, the twins also don't happen in the book. Whoa, kind of cool. Scene transition. I think he passed out when he had his vision. Or I think he has a seizure, actually.
You remember what you were
Goofy.
doing. Is Tony one of your animals?
No, he's a little bit that lives in my mouth.
He's a what?
No, he's a little bit that lives in my mouth.
Listen, this kid needs to enunciate. He's a little boy that lives in my mouth. Okay.
He hides in my stomach.
Does Tony ever tell you to do things?
I don't want to talk about Tony anymore.
Freaky. I'm trying to remember if this kid's like haunted. It's the little boy that lives in his mouth and then he goes to his stomach to hide. I really like this actress for the mom's role. She's beautiful, but in like a haunting way. She's got the Tim Burton look. You know what I mean? I think that's so good for a scary movie.
Danny started talking to Tony about the time we put him in nursery school. My husband had been drinking, and Danny had scattered some of his school papers all over the room, and my husband used too much strength, and he injured Danny's arm. He hasn't had any alcohol in 5 months.
Jack Nicholson's eyebrows, crazy. I've never seen another man with eyebrows like Jack Nicholson.
Are all these Indian designs authentic?
So now I'm curious to see, because I don't remember if it's also like on top of Indian burial grounds. There's a lot of layers to this place. They shouldn't be here. That, like, it was, oh, that was very aggressive.
Our famous hedge maze, but I wouldn't want to go in there unless I had an hour to spare to find my way out.
Ding, 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 ding.
Actually had to repel a few Indian attacks as they were building it.
Oh, wait, I was not paying
Finished
attention.
19. Site is supposed to be located on an Indian burial ground.
They've got all the things wrong. It's an extremely old building. They're on an Indian burial ground. A family was already ended. I don't know what I can and cannot say on YouTube in terms of that, but that's 3. That's too many things. I wouldn't take this job.
We always remove all the booze from the premises when we shut down. This is Dick Halloran, our head chef.
Something I am really liking about the directing in this is like it's all a lot of one shots. They're not changing in between like close-ups and stuff. And one of my favorite like examples doing an amazing scene in a one shot. If you've ever seen Before Sunrise, that whole series, so good. It's insane because they're multiple minutes long. I think there was like a 15-minute long one shot of them having like a conversation. It's hard to do that. Your actors really have to know what they're doing. Be professional, basically.
Well, what's your favorite food then?
French fries and ketchup.
Oh, so chicken nuggets.
Well, I think we can manage that too, Doc.
Why are they calling him Doc? He ain't got a degree.
How do you know we call him Doc?
Oh.
Well, I guess I probably heard you call him that.
What is
Demon
that?
Cream movie. You got a dozen jumps back.
This is where.
How'd you like some ice cream, Doc? No, but just getting to the ice cream. You like ice cream, Doc?
Yeah.
That's very important. That's another Chekhov's gun. Ding, ding, ding. I'm not going to do that anymore because I feel like I'm spoiling things.
When I was a little boy, my grandmother and I could hold conversations entirely without ever opening our mouths. She called it shining. I guess you could say the Overlook Hotel here has something about it. It's like shining.
You're scared of room 237, ain't you?
No, I ain't.
That's false. And I love this oneer. I think it's cool. They're like following him around the corners. It also gives the feeling that he's being chased. He could, I don't think he does, but he could turn his head around and give us a like, and then we can cut and have something horrible behind him. Also, all the corners, you're like, oh no, what's gonna be around the next corner? It's freaky. But again, I love this shot. I think it's so cool. Ooh, is that room 237? I'm just geeking out about all the shots at this point. They could have centered this shot and it could have looked like really, really nice. Because we have the stairs in the center right here, very like mirrored, right? So we could have all the symmetry of if he was directly like in line with the middle of the stairs, we would have that sense of like symmetry. Everything's in its place. However, that's not what it is and he's a little off center. Everything's not quite in place. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I love good directing.
Don't be so grouchy.
I'm not being grouchy. I just want to finish my work.
He's got the crazy look in his eyes already.
Whenever I'm in here, you hear me typing. That means don't come in.
I can already tell. I'm like, oh, he's got this crazy look in his eye. But we do have a background of him already being horrible. Him injuring Danny. For her, like, this isn't necessarily out of character for him. See, we've got that music, that creeping sound in the back again. That's why. Oh my gosh. He's not blinking. I love this movie and I love the choices it's making. That was freaky as anything. I rat on this movie a lot. I'm like, hey, this, in comparison to the books with the story, I'm like, the movie sucks. And I'll tell you why later. However, the movie in itself, if there was no book associated with this movie, oh my gosh, amazing. The directing choices I'm obsessed with. It just, if I hadn't ever read the book, it wouldn't be a problem, but I did, so. I do not understand how phones work like this. You put things in the wall and you can talk to somebody. I want her cardigan. I think she looks cutie. With the yellow shoes? Slay!
Our telephones don't seem to be doing too well.
Quite a few of them are down due to the storm. I think it might be a good idea if you leave your radio on all the time.
And this is our third instance of this. Something has to happen this time. Yep.
Come and play with us, Daddy.
Go have fun. Yeah. Oh. Me too, kid. Those, I guess, were the kids that the father axed them that we were told about in the beginning. That carpet pattern. Oh my god. Ah!
Mom?
Is this when he goes into room 237? The door's open. And then that's it. That's the one. That's 237. The door, there's a key in the door and it's open. Oh my gosh. No. They crossfaded. Oh my god. Something went down in room 237.
You did this to him! How could you?
Did he? Because I'm like, well, I don't know if it was a ghost or if... Sir? I remember this scene from the book.
Soul. Just a glass of beer.
Shouldn't have said that, my guy. He's gonna... Yep, am I...
Hi, Lloyd. A little slow tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, okay, whoa. I thought they were gonna do like, he pulls his hands down from his face and then he has like the shocked eye look in his eyes and then it cuts to this guy being here. No, that's worse. I mean, it's better. Worse in terms of like, it's scary, you know? And how do you know the guy's name?
You set him up and I'll knock him back, Lloyd.
I think it would have been interesting when he grabbed the bottle off the wall. There's a mirror behind it. What if like he grabbed it and like you couldn't see this guy's reflection in the mirror? He's not actually there. I love the little itty bitty subtle things, you know? And your soul's gone.
I never laid a hand on him. I wouldn't touch one hair on his little head.
You already did though. Here's the thing, you already did with the shoulder.
There's someone else in the hotel with us. She tried to strangle Danny.
The governor of Colorado is expected tomorrow to declare a weather emergency.
Is he shining? Whose hand is that? Is this Jack? There's a lady right there. Oh, ah! Do you not remember that this is the woman who strangled your child? You can see that was really well done, actually. Ew.
Did you find anything?
No, nothing at all.
He sold his, I think that is the moment when things like break for Jack. Because he literally said, I would sell my soul for a drink. And then he gets a drink. He's like, I can't leave the hotel because, it took me. So now the only one who hasn't seen anything is Wendy. He doesn't have any concerns about what he's seeing.
Delbert Grady, weren't you once the caretaker here?
Is Grady the family annihilator?
I have a wife and 2 daughters, sir.
Is the wife the woman that was in the tub? But she wasn't axed.
You've always been the caretaker. Chopped your wife and daughter up into little bits.
But I corrected them, sir.
Scene's coming up that I have a lot to say about. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. No. Who had to actually physically type all of these out. Yeah, oh my gosh. It keeps going. Holy cow. These are the scariest kinds of shots. Ah! Ooh, wait. I wish that it was in higher quality so you could see it. The smile on the...
Maybe he should be taken to a doctor as soon as possible. As soon as possible. Helen! Stay away from me.
Why?
Don't hurt me.
I'm not gonna hurt.
This is the part that I said I had stuff to talk about. I read the book. In the book, Wendy is awesome. Okay? I think when she first like understands what's happening with Jack, she's obviously terrified. Who wouldn't be? At some point, she musters up the courage. She gets her stuff together, and there's literally a point where they're going up a staircase like this. In my mind, I always pictured it, those staircases in hotels that have, you know, that go do. I always pictured it in that, so they're kind of like going around. He attacks her. I don't know if he attacks her with a knife or if she has a knife. She ends up killing Jack. In the book, the hotel reanimates him, like brings him back to life, and then that's when like it gets super crazy. That doesn't happen in the movie. She swings a bat willy-nilly around, understandably sobbing, but like, listen. Hi guys, editing Rachel here. I'm also a little sick, so just ignore that. Oh no. So I just wanted to mention, because I didn't say this in the video, this is not Shelley Duvall's fault. I blame this on Stanley Kubrick, and I might get attacked for that. I don't care. Fight me. I did some research. They reshot this scene like 127 times. So she was exhausted. She did not have the energy to put into swinging that bat. Stanley Kubrick was like, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again. And I get it, to like have that fear and have that exhaustion, I guess, but it does not help the scene whatsoever. It severely damages the scene, and it severely damages Shelley Duvall's character as Wendy. I just wanted to emphasize, like, I don't blame her for this. It's the director's fault. Like, he should have handled it differently, I think. Anyway. That's one of the few things about directing choices in this movie that I do not like. She was such a cool, strong female character. I'm not trying to be mean, but she's so weak here. Like, he doesn't even feel threatened. He's not even flinching. At least she hits him in the head. I guess this is their version of that. But it's lame. She accidentally hits him in the head with the bat, and he falls down the stairs. That's lame. He's not. He's asleep. That's a cool shot. The thing about Book Wendy is she said, hey, and this isn't a quote, hey, listen, you threatened my child, and it's over. It's done. I don't care that you're my husband. You threatened my child. And that's not what here at all.
You're not going anywhere. Go check out the snowcat in the radio and you see what I mean. Check it out.
He plays crazy so well. Like, it's hilarious, but also terrifying.
I and others have come to believe that your heart is not in this.
Now this is happening. Again, he had all the visions beforehand without a head injury, but now I'm like, okay, is his head injury like playing into the visions that he's having now, or the audio hallucinations? I mean, we know the hotel. We know it's the hotel. I'm just saying, it doesn't help. And he got a little boo-boo on his head. Here comes the chef. Sorry. Oh, it like tickles the top of my spine, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh! He wants to look good for the next scene, you know? And this is also iconic from this movie. That is in the books, I think. Part of my thing though, you already wrote "Are the right way." Why are they different?
Red rum! Red rum!
Put the knife down, Missy. I love the camera swinging with it too. That's really good. Hey, girl, y'all ain't gonna fit. Or maybe you are. Okay, girl, she gave up on that quick.
Not by the...
This is breaking the 180-degree rule. You can, I won't talk about it. We're in a really intense moment. Sorry, I just caught it.
Here's Johnny.
Ow, ow, ow. Girl, try to go. Where's your fight or flight? There's a hole in the door. And this is the part that I hate the most. I remember watching this movie for the first time and being so pumped when I saw him coming up the hill, because I was like, yes, amazing. In the books, he comes in, he grabs the wife and the kid, and he saves them. I'm pretty sure like they turn the boiler on and it sets the place on fire or something like that. The chef saves the mother and the son, and they have like a sweet epilogue where they're all in Florida together, and it's great. Let's see what they decided to do in the movie. Listen, I can understand you want to change your story from the book so that, you know, if people have read the book and they watch your movie, they're a little like on edge, like, oh no, wait, what's gonna happen now? How are they gonna get saved? But when it's 1980 and the black character saves the mother and the son in the book, and you decide to kill off the black character that's supposed to be the hero, there's a bit of an issue there. I don't know. It really ticks me off. I remember being so mad when I first watched it. I have no real way to end this rant other than it shouldn't have happened. Let's just finish the movie. It's freaking Jack Sparrow. This is the last time I'm gonna talk about it, but probably not. This scene's supposed to be so tense and being like, oh my gosh, he's being chased by his dad with an axe, but I'm just so like mad. I can't. Okay, I'm gonna lock back in. It's scary, it's scary, it's scary. Oh, this is also the first time she's seeing any of the craziness from the hotel. And then the blood from the elevator. I'm right behind ya. Now I'm getting anxious because I don't really remember what happens at this point. What's good about it being a maze? It's really disorienting our characters, but it's also really disorienting us. All we know is like Danny's on his way back out, but we don't know where Jack is. Like we can see him, but we can't tell any of the information that we're getting on screen. None of it is giving us any information as to where in the maze he is and if he's close or not to Danny at all. So that is really good. It's a lot of like, oh, I don't know where we are. Go. Stop. I'm sorry. Don't. You have to go. Sing it. Let's get this guy in front of a crowd. I'm sorry. Oh, the smash cut's crazy for that. Because that's him in the front, right? Yeah. So, here's the thing. I do want to talk about that last shot that we got. The old picture from 1921. I don't remember if that's in the book. I couldn't tell you. I think I heard either a theory somewhere, or maybe I'm just so smart that I'm thinking this up right now on the spot, and I'm just a genius movie watching. Now that I think about it, if we think back to the beginning, unless I'm wrong, we never saw Jack outside of the hotel, aside from when he's in the maze. But we never saw Jack outside of the grounds of the hotel. We saw a car driving up in the beginning. It's just like something to think about, you know? Because what does that mean for our story if he truly was just a part of the hotel? Which is a little hard to think about when you think about, like, you know, the wife and the kid. The other theory is they add people in, so then the next person who comes will have the same thing and he will then be added to the picture. That's a theory as well. Like I said before, if this was a standalone, it had no book, it would be so good. Comment down below what you think, because, comment down below if you've also read the book and you know everything else, because it's been a while since I've read the book, so I don't remember too much about it. If you liked this video, give it a like so that I know. Hope you stick around. I'd love for you to subscribe so you can join me on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. You rock, and I'm rolling out. Mwah.